Hello everybody, this is Llodg, and today I want to talk about the Halo CE Remake, Halo Campaign Evolved, and how I am optimistically excited for it. The Halo CE Remake was announced at the last Halo Worlds, but we kind of known about this remake for like a year. I mean, I even made a video about it last year, so we've kind of known about this remake for a long time. But it finally got officially revealed, and I think for the most part it looks pretty good. We're still more than a year out. I assume this will come out on Xbox's and Halo's 25th anniversary in November of 2026, so we have about a year before this game comes out. But I think for the most part, it looks pretty good. I mean, compare this to how Infinite looked from a year out from its final release date. This looks a lot better. But I don't think it's perfect, and on the internet you'll probably see a bunch of people say how it's not perfect. And a lot of my gripes just come from it kind of looking a little bit too like Infinite to me. I think for the most part, a lot of the enemies, well, I think they do look pretty good. When I see them, I just see the Infinite rendition of them. Now, I do really like the Infinite rendition of most of these enemies, but I really love how they looked in CE. And I'm not saying that this game should look exactly how CE did, but I really would have liked some of these designs to get like an upgrade and see these designs in like 4K or whatever. Because I love how the Halo CE enemies and even Marines look. They are some of my favorite designs in all of Halo. I love how sleek the elites are. I love how the grunts have these like triangles on their back. They're really iconic to me, and it makes me curious why they are going for this more like, I'm gonna say like Infinite style, you know? Where the grunts do have like circles on their back. Like, I get that you want to make the enemies look how they do in the newer games, but I think for a remake, it would have been really cool to have this, like, I guess more of a mixture if you wanted to have some of that, but I think those initial designs still hold up really well, and with just new models and everything, they could have looked really good. But, it's not the biggest complaint in the world. Like, it's not going to change how, like, the game plays or whatever if the enemies look slightly different. I think they'd look a little bit cooler. And the Marines, I really would love for them to get that, like, metal plating armor. I think they look so cool in Halo CE, and in every like Halo game, they just kind of look like regular Marines and not like Space Marines. And I think it would have been really cool for them to have like metal plates, harken back to Halo CE. A design I do really like is the Master Chiefs, though it will get a little taking used to. Something about it looks a little off to me, though I think I just have to like look at it a lot, because I've looked at the Halo CE Master Chief so much that, you know, it's going to take a little bit of an adjustment. I know a lot of people are kind of a little on edge of how like the Forerunner designs look, or like, oh, they changed the design of this building, but that doesn't really matter to me too much. I think it would be cool if it looked a little bit more like CE, but I'm not going to be someone who's like, oh, this should be a one-to-one remake. We have that with the Anniversary Edition, though the Anniversary Edition does change some stuff up, and I think some of the designs don't look great, so it's not like the true remake, you know, but just play the original if you really want to have all those designs. I don't think a remake should be one-to-one. I think you can change some stuff if you want, and it be fine, because you can still play MCC. Like, I really doubt Microsoft's going to take down MCC so you buy this remake. It's not going to be like Sonic Generations or whatever. So I think you're allowed to have some differences with this remake to make it kind of a new experience, though still have that like same story. And before I talk about the story, I do want to talk about some of the weapons, because the Needler design I've seen get a lot of hate, and I think for the most part it's kind of justified. Like, having a screen on it is a little goofy. I don't think it ruins the design or anything, but you also have an ammo counter on your HUD. It kind of reminds me of like what they'd add in like Halo 5, but it's fine. I think it would have been cool if the needles were blue like they are in CE, but I get it. You want to make the Needler look how it does in its more iconic places. But yeah, for the most part, I think the weapons look pretty good. I haven't seen too many of them. Obviously, we've only really seen one level, the best Halo CE level, Sonic Cartographer. Though the assault rifle, I would like to see have the 60 ammo count, because that's also iconic to CE. And I know I said you can change some stuff in the remake, and if the assault rifle doesn't have like 60 rounds, it's not gonna like, this remake won't be unplayable. But I think it would be cool, and I think there's some things you can add in to make it be like, okay, this is what we're doing for CE, but for future games, we're going to do their own thing, like we have kind of balanced. I think that's fine, especially because this is only the campaign. But yeah, the whole story and everything, for the most part, it seems to be basically the same. I'm sure the Master Chief is going to fight the Flood and destroy the Halo Ring, But they are adding 3 new missions, like prequel missions, and I think that's really cool. There are a couple books I think they could pull from. The first is obviously The Fall of Reach, you know, the lead up into CE, and I think that would be cool, especially if they try to make it a little bit more canon with the game Reach. I don't really know how you could do that since Master Chief can be seen on the Pillar of Autumn when he's supposed to be in space. But yeah, I think like a space mission would be cool with Linda and James. You could see both of them quote unquote die. I don't know if they'll really do that. Also seeing some like Silent Storm type of stuff could be cool. I think that era of Master Chief could be really cool. I don't know if they would want to tie it into CE in any way, you know, like a little tee up with the Covenant or something. It would be cool to see Master Chief's like Mark IV armor. I think we'll also see Johnson in these missions, which hopefully means they'll get his voice actor back. It's been so long since we've had Johnson in a game. I think the last game was technically Halo Wars 2, and I don't know if they got his voice actor back for that. But I think for the most part they're bringing back voice actors for this game. Now I think they're just going to reuse some audio clips, like Fellhammer may have the exact same audio clips.
Somebody order a warthog. Hey, I didn't know you made house calls, Fellhammer. You know our motto, we deliver.
But I know Jen Taylor is redoing her audio clips. I'm imagining Steve Downes will as well. And Steve Downes is one I am really curious on because I don't love his voice in CE. It has a certain like goofy vibe that I kind of like. But Jen Taylor, I really like her voice acting she did in CE, and I like how it's a bit different. Like, it's a little hard for me to explain why I like it. I guess the only way I could like say it is like a bit more like cold, though I don't really think she's cold in CE. I'm bad at explaining. But I would like to hear that take on her, because I really do enjoy that, and I think it works since this is like one of the first missions. Cortana's really with Chief for a long time. I think it could be cool to see them like building up that relationship, and that they really add to it that they haven't been working together too much past this point. But so far it sounds like more like the Infinite, like I guess Halo 4 vibe, where Cortana does sound like a lot happier.
I've been able to pinpoint the main facility by cross-referencing Covenant survey data and religious texts. We were right. It's on this island. I've marked the entrance with a nav point.
But yeah, like, again, not game-breaking or anything, but from the demo, I didn't love Jen Taylor's voice acting direction. Like, I'm sure she'll do great with the direction she's given, but I just wish she was given a different direction. Yeah, I know they're also adding new weapons like the Energy Sword, and I'm assuming the Fuel Rod. Those are 2 weapons that I think are easy candidates to be new weapons, just because they're not usable, but the enemies can use them. SMG could be cool. I think the battle rifle's in there, if I heard right. The Needle Rifle from Reach would be really cool. And I'm curious if they'll add like brutes in this game, and I think like lore-wise you can get away with it, because you can say, oh, these are only Sangheili ships, and not with like brutes. But it'd be cool. And this is like a little nitpick, but I really don't like the running animation with the pistol. It looks weird to me. I think throw that out, do something different. It looks really goofy. But sprinting is back, and I don't think it's that big of a deal. Like, I think it would have been cool not to have a sprint, to like, really harken back to those CE days, but I get why they're adding it. Personally, I don't care either way. But I do think they need to make this game replayable in some way. CE is really replayable to me, and if they can just get that, like, vibe somehow, I think it'll be good. Because this game doesn't have multiplayer. And I don't love CE's multiplayer. Like, I think it's fun to play like LAN or split screen, but online was not very fun. But it's a little disappointing because Halo CE Anniversary didn't really get a multiplayer mode. It was just kind of Reach with CE maps. It would have been cool to get like a Halo 2 Anniversary style multiplayer, because I really love that multiplayer. But it's a little weird we're not getting a multiplayer component with this game, because this game is coming to PlayStation, and it's going to be weird to see Halo on PlayStation. But I'm surprised we're not getting it, because Halo multiplayer is such a big part of Halo that you would think that the first introduction with the series would be a multiplayer title. But I don't know. It's not the end of the world, and I know they're making a multiplayer game. Maybe they'll finally do the 10-year thing. Okay, and here's some random thoughts I've thought up of. I really like that we got to see Fellhammer. I can't remember if there's ever like a canon time we see her. But I don't really love the giant thing on her head. I think it is very CE, which I do really appreciate, but it looks a little goofy. And talking about goofy, I think the title being Campaign Evolved is really goofy. But ultimately, I think it's good. You can still call this CE. It tells you exactly what's going to be in this, just the campaign. But Campaign Evolved is really goofy, especially if this campaign is not good. And ultimately, I think that's where this game will fail or succeed, is just if it can stand on its own against CE and be its own playable experience. And I can't believe I almost forgot this, but I really want there to be, when this game comes to PC, and we have mod tools to have like a free camera, at the very last cutscene where Master Chief takes his helmet off, we better see him take the helmet off and there's still another helmet under there. That is like a top priority for this remake. I don't care who you are. I don't care if you want a face reveal of Master Chief. He better take off his helmet and there be another helmet under it. Then it'll be the best remake we'll ever have gotten. But yeah, I think they're still taking criticism for it, and I hope they are. But yeah, overall, I think that this game has a lot of potential. I'm really glad we are getting another Halo campaign experience. It's been way too long, and I'm glad they're not going to make Halo CE open world. That would have been a disaster. I don't even know how they would have done that. But yeah, overall, I'm pretty excited for this. I hope they do like a demo or something, because I'd love to play it. Overall, I am optimistically excited about this. I just would love to see Halo get a win, and it being on PlayStation for the first time is really cool. But yeah, let me know what you think about the Halo CE remake, if you liked it, if you didn't, and I hope you enjoyed the video. Have a good day, and goodbye.